Hello, beautiful humans. I am coming to you raw and real. Yes, I have been crying. No, I'm not going to, hopefully, not going to cry at you on screen. But I wanted to record this for myself, and I don't even know what is going to come out of this. But it was this moment that I just felt this, hand of God. That's what I call it when I'm just like, say something. Don't hide. Say something. This is important. And it might be very just important for me, but I find every time I go through something, somebody else is going through something. So let me get to the point. I was sitting here this morning and I was just having a break. It's been a very busy year. It's also been a very busy week. And this is the first time for a while that I've been able to sit in my space, and I really, really honor my energy. But the last couple of weeks it's been a bit chaotic with running the conference and being a mum and just doing things. But I have not regretted any one of those choices. It's been something that I've thought the benefits far outweigh the cost. But anyway, sitting in space, something just kind of dropped into me. And because I've been around Mila over the last week, she's, shared a lot of space with me. She's a splenic manifester. I think I've shared, and if I haven't, I apologize, but my adoptive mum, so obviously I'm adopted, my adoptive mum, I always thought she was a projector. I knew Dad was always a reflector, but I just assumed that Mum was a projector. And when Dad died, I watched Mum shift. Now, Mum's birth window is quite interesting because the first part of the day, she's a manifester, or she would be a manifester on her birth because we don't know her time. So the first part of her day up until lunch, she's a manifester. And then there's this small window where she's a projector. And then it shifts over to being a manifester again. And I don't know why. Maybe it's something that I wanted to believe. But I'm like, Mum's a projector and Dad's a reflector. Because I knew their energy and I knew that they were non-sacrals. That always felt true to me. But as I said, when Dad died, she shifted. And all of a sudden, it was like I watched this person transform. And suddenly, and I've spoken to a lot of people about this, the phone calls that we would have would be less about, hey, you haven't called me. Like that. Hey, you haven't called me. I haven't heard from you for a couple of weeks. To when I call, why are you calling? What's up? What do you want? And this shift. And then when she just went out and got her own camper van and started traveling and exploring, and when she would be sitting here, it was just a complete change from you. I felt it in my core to go, oh, I've had you wrong this whole time. You are not a projector. You are a manifester. And I need to get the fuck out of your way, because what happens in this moment is Annie comes in and Annie's like, what can I do for you? Because that's what she instilled in me growing up. This is what we do. We're like, well, how can I support you? What do you need? How can I help you? And all of a sudden I've got a mum who's finally, I can be myself. I'm 80 years old. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And she's doing whatever the fuck she wants. And so she's just going, why are you calling me? Get out of my space. I make my own decisions. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I get it, and I'm thoroughly encouraging that. But the reason I'm sitting here today, or I'm talking to you today, is I have not really explored. Sorry, I'm just looking to the side to pull up her chart. I've not really explored this from her chart and the impact that she's had on me. And I pulled up her chart again this morning because I haven't seen it for a while. When we got family, we don't always like, especially our parents or whatever, depending on who you are. I have my kids' charts around me all the time, but I still forget them. And I looked at this chart and I ran through the whole day again, looking at this chart, and I'm just like, oof, regardless of type, there's shit here. It's karma, it's dharma, it's... So, why I just went, oh my God, and I had a full impact experience is her sun and earth are my design sun and earth. Now, this is my adopted mum. This is where I'm supposed to be in the world. Obviously, for whatever reasons, and I do know my birth mother, I wasn't supposed to be with her. She's a manifesting generator. But I was supposed to be with this woman. And we've had our trials and tribulations and fucking so many times. Can you get it? But now I'm looking at this going, it's not just that her sun and earth are my design sun and earth. Her nodes, her conscious, her personality, north and south node are my sun and earth. And I'm looking at this chart going, what the actual fuck? She's a splenic manifester, and she's a 5-1, possibly a 5-2. And I'm thinking, and I just cried. I still want to cry. Because this woman, even by me, has never been seen properly for who she is. And, oh shit, and she's quite right. Fuck. Possibly. Maybe not. But I just sit here with this and I'm like, who can I talk to about this? Who can I sit in the depths of this and talk about it as a reflector and to a manifester? And I started to scratch my head, truth be told. I really started to go, who can I talk to about it? Now, I know a lot of people. I know a lot of therapists. I know a lot of people in many different worlds. Who could hold me in this space? And I struggled. And maybe that's why I'm really upset. It's because I realize not many people are willing to go into this space and explore this and understand human design, understand the mechanics of human design, as well as understand adoption, as well as understand grief and trauma, and not try to fix me. We're dealing with fifth lines. Don't try and fix me, but can you hold space, or can you sit there with me? And I feel like I give that to a lot of people. But looking at outside and going, oh shit, this is huge. This is a really big one for me. Who can I talk to? I didn't know where to go. And that, I think, is a moment in time where I think, fuck, we need to do better for each other, to be here more for each other, to be able to share and be able to be in these spaces for each other, and not to provide any solution to that, but just to go, yeah, who deals with this when we've got this, when we're looking at human design and we're looking at this kind of chart and going, you are not just my sun and earth, you're my unconscious sun and earth, and you are here, and there's no wonder we have met challenges, and now I just want to reach out to my mum and say, fuck, and she's going to look at me and go, I don't have no idea what you're talking about. Are you okay? And I'll be like, fuck. But anyway, this is a moment in time where I'd love to invite you to explore shit more and be empathetic and kind, because there's so much to human design that we don't always need to get caught in the mechanics of it. Sorry, we don't need to get caught into the headiness of all of these gates, but it's a lived experience when someone has a visceral response like I've just had today after fucking whatever, and being able to go, who can I talk to? Who's on tap right now for me? I need to fucking talk to someone. And now I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to myself, because it's okay. But, you know, sometimes panic sets in and she's like, what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? Do I need to know what it means, or do I just need to embrace the fact that I'm growing, and my mother also needed as much kindness, love and support that I do, and I haven't given her that. Maybe now I will. So maybe I'm going to go and call her, and she'll just say, what the fuck are you calling for? And I'll be like, I'm just informing you. Anyway, that's all I've got to say on that.